Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about something that can totally transform your space furniture placement. It's like figuring out the layout of a room is like putting together a puzzle. But instead of tiny pieces, we're dealing with sofas, tables, and maybe even a statement rug or two. Now, before you get overwhelmed, let me tell you, you don't need to be a design expert to master this. We're going to break down some simple but super effective tips that will have your home looking like it came straight out of a magazine. Trust me, with a little planning and a sprinkle of creativity, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So grab a notebook, get ready to take some notes, and let's dive right in.
All right, before we even think about moving furniture, we need to talk about function. How do you actually use this room? Is it a cozy living room meant for movie nights and family hangouts? Or maybe it's a formal dining room that's reserved for special occasions and dinner parties. Once you've nailed down the main purpose of your room, you can start planning your layout around that. For example, if you're working with a living room, think about the flow of conversation. You'll want to arrange your furniture in a way that encourages people to chat and connect. Think about things like placing sofas facing each other, or creating a cozy little nook with armchairs and a coffee table. On the other hand, if you're dealing with a bedroom, the focus shifts to creating a serene and relaxing atmosphere. In that case, you might prioritize furniture placement that maximizes space and minimizes clutter. Remember, a functional space is a happy space, so don't be afraid to really think about how you want to use the room and let that guide your furniture arrangement. Now let's talk about where to actually start placing your furniture. My golden rule: always, and I mean always, begin with the largest pieces in the room. Think of these as your anchors, the pieces that will ground the entire space. In a living room, your sofa is usually the star of the show. So find the perfect spot for it first, and then you can start building the rest of your layout around it. The same goes for bedrooms. Your bed is the big kahuna, so figure out its placement before you do anything else. Once your anchors are in place, it's like having a solid foundation for the rest of your design. It's amazing how much easier it is to arrange smaller pieces like accent chairs, side tables, and even plants once you have those larger pieces to work with. Trust me, starting with the big guys will save you a lot of time and frustration in the long run. Every room needs a focal point, a little something that draws the eye and creates a sense of balance. It could be a stunning fireplace, a large window with a killer view, or even a gallery wall filled with art you love. Once you've identified the star of your space, arrange your furniture to highlight it. For example, if you have a fireplace, try positioning your sofa and armchairs to face it. This instantly creates a cozy and inviting atmosphere. If you're lucky enough to have a room with a view, make sure your furniture doesn't block it. Instead, arrange it in a way that allows you to soak up that natural light and enjoy the scenery. And hey, if you're working with a blank canvas and can't quite pinpoint a natural focal point, don't worry. You can always create one yourself with a statement piece of furniture, a bold piece of art, or even a vibrant rug.
Chapter 4. Get chatty creating conversational areas. One of the biggest mistakes people make when arranging furniture is forgetting about the flow of conversation. One of the biggest mistakes people make when arranging furniture is forgetting about the flow of conversation. I mean, what's the point of having a beautiful living room if you can't even comfortably chat with your friends and family? When you're arranging your furniture, think about creating cozy little conversation areas. A classic setup is to have two sofas facing each other with a coffee table in the middle. This creates an intimate and inviting space for people to gather and connect. Another great option is to use an L-shaped sectional sofa. It naturally creates a designated conversation zone while still providing plenty of seating. And don't be afraid to mix and match different types of seating like armchairs, ottomans, or even benches. The key is to create a space where people can relax, put their feet up, and enjoy each other's company without feeling cramped or awkward.
Chapter 5. Traffic Flow. Navigating your space with ease. Now let's talk about traffic flow. No, I'm not talking about rush hour on the freeway, but rather how easily you and your guests can move around your space. When you're arranging furniture, it's important to create clear pathways and avoid any awkward bottlenecks. Make sure there's enough space to walk around furniture comfortably, especially in high-traffic areas like hallways, entryways, and between rooms. A good rule of thumb is to leave at least 3 feet of clearance between furniture pieces. This will ensure that people aren't squeezing past each other or bumping into things. And speaking of entryways, make sure yours is clear and inviting. You don't want your guests to feel like they're navigating an obstacle course just to get into your home. Remember, a well-designed space is all about creating a sense of flow and harmony.
Chapter 6. Bedroom Bliss, placing your bed like a pro. Alright, let's talk about the bedroom, the sanctuary of your home. And in the bedroom, the bed is king or queen. When it comes to placing your bed, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you want to make sure it's positioned in a way that makes you feel grounded and secure. A lot of people prefer to have the bed placed against a wall, ideally the wall opposite the door. This creates a sense of balance and gives you a clear view of the room as you enter. But hey, rules are made to be broken, right? If you're working with a smaller space or just love the look of a bed placed in front of a window, go for it. Just make sure you have enough room to move around comfortably and that the bed isn't blocking any essential walkways. Chapter 7. Symmetry and Balance, creating a serene bedroom oasis. Now that we've got the bed placement sorted, let's talk about creating a sense of symmetry and balance in the bedroom. This is especially important if you're going for a calm and relaxing vibe. One of the easiest ways to achieve symmetry is to flank your bed with 2 matching nightstands. This instantly creates a sense of order and provides a convenient spot for lamps, books, and other bedside essentials. And speaking of lamps, make sure they're proportionate to your nightstands and provide ample lighting for reading or getting ready in the morning. If you have a bit more space, consider adding a bench or a small seating area at the foot of the bed. This creates a cozy spot to put on your shoes or simply relax and enjoy the view from your bedroom window.
Chapter 8. Dining in Style, choosing the right table shape. All right, let's move on to the dining room, shall we? The dining table is often the centerpiece of this space, so it's important to choose one that not only fits your style, but also complements the size and shape of your room. If you're going for a more formal and traditional look, a rectangular table is always a classic choice. It's perfect for hosting large dinner parties and creates a sense of elegance and sophistication. For a more casual and intimate vibe, consider a round or oval table. These shapes are great for encouraging conversation and make it easy for everyone to see each other. Plus, they can soften the sharp angles of a square or rectangular room. When choosing a table, make sure you consider the size of your room and how many people you'll be seating regularly. You don't want a table that's so large it overwhelms the space, but you also don't want one that's too small to comfortably accommodate your family and guests.
Chapter 9. Rugs, the finishing touch. And finally, let's talk about rugs, the unsung heroes of interior design. Rugs are amazing for defining spaces, adding warmth, and tying a room together. But when it comes to rug placement, there are a few things to keep in mind. In the living room, you want to make sure your rug is large enough to anchor your furniture grouping. Ideally, all the front legs of your sofa and chair should be on the rug, or at least the front legs of the sofa and the front legs of the chairs on either side. This creates a sense of cohesion and prevents the space from feeling disjointed. In the dining room, your rug should be large enough so that all the chairs remain on it, even when they're pulled out from the table. This not only protects your floors, but also prevents chairs from wobbling or getting caught on the edge of the rug. And when it comes to bedrooms, a rug placed partially under the bed can add warmth and create a cozy and inviting atmosphere.
And there you have it, my friends. I hope these furniture placement tips have inspired you to transform your own space. Remember, creating a beautiful and functional home is all about finding the right balance between style, comfort, and functionality. Don't be afraid to experiment with different layouts, try new things, and most importantly, have fun with it. After all, Your home should be a reflection of your unique personality and style. If you enjoyed these tips and want to see more home decor content, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more design inspiration. Until next time, happy decorating!